Hi everyone, you are welcome to Formula Mind channel on YouTube. So, as the beginning of our studies today, we are taking elective mathematics, one of the basic topics in elective mathematics. So, today we are looking at introduction to set. This is one of the basic topics in elective mathematics. So, someone will ask, what are sets? So, a set is just another form or way of representing numbers using the positive square root sign. The positive square root sign. So this is basically the sign that we call the positive square root sign. So whenever we have any number represented in the form of this square root of 2 is in the form of set. So these are few examples of set. We have square root of 2, square root of 3, square root of 4, square root of 5, square root of 20, square root of 25, and square root of any number is a set. So when we are taking only the positive square root expressions, such as square root of, let's say, 9, this square root of 9 will give us 3, or taking square root of 25, this one will give us 5, because these sets are perfect squares. So when you take the square root of 9, you get 3. You take the square root of 25, you get 5. So this is an example of set and their answers. So the square root of 4 give you 2, square root of 9 is 3, square root of 16 is 4, because they are perfect squares and they are given exactly a single number. But not all sets will give you a perfect number or a single number like the perfect squares. For example, when you take square root of 2, you are getting something like 1.44142, because 2 is not a perfect square. So another example is square root of 20. This one too is giving us 4.472, because square root of 22, which is a set but is not a perfect square. So these numbers, such as square root of 2, square root of 3, are called irrational numbers, generally called set, which is the topic we are looking at. So let's look at other examples of set. Let's look at the square root of prime numbers. The square root of prime numbers. So we take the square root of 11, which is a prime number. You can take the square root of 13, which is also a prime number. These numbers are not going to give you exact. Uh, so the square root of 11 will give you decimal. The square root of 13 will give you decimal. You will not be able to break this one down. So in general, the square root of all prime numbers are all sets. The square root of all prime numbers are all sets. For example, the square root of 17 is a set. So what is very important here to remember is that the square root of all prime numbers is a set. That's very important here. Thank you very much for joining me today on the introduction of sets. Don't forget to like, share, and comment the topic you want to be discussed, or you want more clarification about it. And also, one important thing, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, so that when more educative videos like this come out, you'll be the first person to get. Goodbye.